All right, shout out, yo. We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, double honor to our apostles and great minister, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right?
Yeah, today's lesson is actually going to be entitled Crowns and Palms, all right? Because basically, when we are willing, we are the hopeful elect, all right? We get that exalted rank. Now, this exalted rank is gonna have attributes such as crowns, such as actually palms, man. Okay, so when you fight the good fight, that's what we're fighting for. Okay, the entry into the kingdom of heaven, and at the same time frame, we're gonna receive crowns, and we will receive palms as well. All right, first precept, bro.
All right, this 1 Corinthians 9:25.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right. They say in Timothy 4:7,
right?
I have fought a good fight.
Right, you fought the good fight. Go ahead.
I finished my course.
Right, finish the course, and that's what it's all about. In order to fight the good fight, you have to finish your course. And a reference point is Apostle Paul. Continue.
I have kept the faith.
I have kept the faith. All right, and that's the reason why he was able to fight the good fight. That's the reason why he was able to finish his course, because he kept the faith. The main ingredient you need, along with fear, okay, and those attributes only exist if you are a man of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. All right, continue, bro.
Verse 8.
No, start right there. Go ahead.
All right, this 1 Corinthians 9:25. It says that every man that strives for the mastery is temporary in all things.
Mm-hmm.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Right, that's what 2/3 of our people do. All right, they're trying to attain a corruptible crown, whether it's to win a championship if you are an athlete. Okay, whether it's to get the highest paid salary if you just a regular J. Okay, those are their incorruptible crowns, because they feel once they attain that salary, then they're actually able to get a better lifestyle, man. All right, that's it.
Y'all just got your word palms.
Okay, hold it. Yeah, hold it, brother. Hold it. All right, go ahead.
It says, but we and incorruptible. Incorruptible.
We and incorruptible. Okay, so get that, bro. That crown in the Greek.
Strong's G 4735.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanos.
Continue. Go down to like outline of biblical usage. It's all good.
What's that?
Forget 1 Corinthians 9:27. You got a book?
You said for crown?
Yeah, get crown.
All right. So, okay, the Greek word for crown, Stephanos.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, go down to Bible usage.
Crown, bro.
All right. It says a crown,
right,
a mark of royal or in general exalted rank.
Exalted rank. All right, hence the 144,000. Okay, and the symbolism of that, you will actually receive a crown, man. A crown is a representation that you are a king. All right, a prince is a representation that you are a king. Going into a person that is first, when you go into the origin of prince, all that is the status of being exalted. All right, and the most utmost symbolism that you can receive is a crown, man. All right, continue, bro.
You know, where it's all goes to elevate my praise. You know,
come on, the water, bro.
Yeah. The wreath or garland, which was given as a prize to victors in public games.
Right, and what's the public games? All right, hey, this thing we call life. Okay, on earth, under the sun. All right, because Yahweh and Yahawashi are watching from the spiritual realm, man. All right, as well as the heavenly hosts, as well as the wicked angels, as well as the prophets, as well as the saints. All right, they're watching the public games. Lord willing, we prevail, man, so we can receive that first place prize, which is a crown, man. We're not doing this for nothing. All right, we're not getting afflicted, going through hell, going through tribulation for nothing, for no gain. All right, but you gotta fight the good fight. And part of fighting the good fight is basically still playing in the game, keeping your mindset in the game when you're not scoring, or when you're being double teamed, when you're being trapped, when you're being fouled hard, whether you twist something, you gotta keep fucking going, man. All right, and that's just symbolic talk, slang talk to fight the good fight, man. So you can receive that crown, man. So you can be a fucking exalted figure, man. Because at the end of the day, we want to be saved, but at the same time, right, we want power, man. You want women, you want money, you want to be able to live life from a righteous standpoint, man. I mean, if a man don't want power, then you're not a fucking man. And I'm literally, you don't want power being a man, you're not a man. Okay?
And notice it said, prize given to victors in public games or something. Apostle Paul, he always called this thing that we go through in life, these different afflictions, he called it a race.
Mm-hmm.
And then pursuing back to Ecclesiastes, said the race is not given to the swift.
Mm-hmm.
So you pretty much got to spiritually brace yourselves when you're in this thing called life, or this different type of field.
Yeah.
Because the victors are, going to the elect, like
it's a spiritual marathon, man. All right, this is not like a sprint. This is not MMA when you fight 3 to 5 rounds. No, you have to fight 12 rounds, man. You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, we're approaching that 12 round. All right? Continue. Keep going, Chicago.
It's a metaphorically the eternal blessedness, which will
eternal blessedness, man. Hey, that's going into the kingdom of heaven. All right, to be blessed eternally. All right. Hey, what's the song Jay-Z came up back in the day? Forever young, man. Like literally, forever young, man.
Because like you were going into the power, you see, Jake's still on the first level. He want to get some money, man, which is really not money. FRN knows. You see, but at the end of the day, you have people on this planet Earth that have so many resources that they're not after resources anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They at least want to be guys, man.
That's right, bro.
You see, and that's what's promised to. All right, the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect.
Mm-hmm.
You see, resources, they come with, if you're a guy, you can get all the resources you want.
That's right.
If you're a king, you can get all the women you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Solomon praised wisdom. Because he said, wisdom come before all these things.
That's right.
That's so just like the priest lesson is getting into, you should want that crown, man, because that crown is symbolic for your heart's desire, man, in righteousness, man, under Yahawashi, man.
That's right.
You see?
That's right.
There's levels to this, man.
That's right.
Jay still talking about chasing the bag, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jay don't know what the hell is going on, man. Because that bag gonna be burnt up, man.
Come, bro. Was that it?
It's a metaphorically the eternal blessedness, which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants.
The genuine servants, that's the elect, man. The 144,000 and the 1/3.
Yep.
But the 144,000 is going to be esteemed higher.
Yeah.
All right, because when you break down the church of Yahawashi, you have a primary format, you have a secondary format. The primary format is the 12. All right, the secondary format is the 144,000. Simple and plain.
That's why Yahawashi was called his disciples. He called them beloved.
Yeah.
Looking at somebody you love dearly. Those who sang then was back with him, but will be part of that. Building this, this world with Yahawashi.
That's right. That's why he stated, I've known you from the beginning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So it says the eternal blessedness, which will be given as a prize to the genuine service of the Most High, is Mashiach, the crown or wreath, which is the reward of the righteousness.
Now the crown or wreath, what?
Which is the reward of the righteousness.
Okay, so if you succeed because you are the elect, then you're going to receive that wreath because of your righteousness. All right, and this is not something you willed yourself. This was the will of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. All right, I'm a precept, bro, and I got you. And get that first correct, the other precept you was holding, bro.
2 Timothy.
Yeah.
I did 2 Timothy 4:8.
Mm-hmm.
Henceforth, there is a laid up for you, for me, a crown of righteousness.
Right. Henceforth is laid up for me a crown of righteousness. All right. Going into what? How did he know? How is he so convicted to know? How did he know? Because he fought the good fight. All right. And when you die in this truth, okay. So either way it goes, that's still a win-win. Why? Because you fought the good fight. All right, go ahead, bro.
which the most high, the righteous judge shall give me at that day.
So the righteous judge is going to give the righteous elect a reward for being righteous. All right, the wicked is not going to get that. 2/3 of our people are not going to get that. Now, don't get it twisted. 2/3 of our people are going to be great in the kingdom of heaven. They're going to be great, but at the same time frame, they're not going to be esteemed such as the elect.
It's going to be at the level. Yeah, it's going to be an elite level, man. You know, and it's all set up through Yahawashi outside. You know, and we're not going to shoot on the rest of our people like Esau does in his kingdom or on his own people. You know, but there is going to be order. There's going to be a rank. You know, and it's going to be eternal, man. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, we strive to be part of that elite, man. Lord willing. You know, but if we just any part of that elect can be reserved, you know, from this this indignation of the Lord to come, you know, it's a blessing, man. You know, but we gonna strive for the crowns.
That's right. That's what we strive for, crowns and palms, man. Crowns and palms.
They just show you how selfish Esau is, because here are the elites. You know what I'm saying? They know as the 1%, but you got the rest of the people, man, living in their poverty.
Yeah.
You got Edomites working at waiter now. You know what I'm saying? Like at least every Edomite should at least be at least a multi-millionaire in this society, man. You know, they just show you, man, how Esau is, but we're gonna show how the world do it on the righteous side, man.
That's right. That's right. Was you finished with that, bro?
All right. And not to me only, but to them that to all them also that love his parent.
Right. And then, you know, if you love Yahawashi, if you love his son Yahawashi as well, you're gonna do what's right. You're gonna do this work. You're gonna keep the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of your ability. You're gonna have faith. You're gonna fear. All right. You're gonna be brotherly. So on and so forth, man. All right. But you're not doing this in vain, man. So that's why we must, you know, we must strive for those crowns and palms, man. All right. It's gonna be a different world in the kingdom of heaven, man. A whole different setup. All right. And your glory would never, ever fade away. That's why it's talked about in everlasting blessings. All right.
I gotta reach it. It's something for crown though.
All right.
You say properly as a mark of royal or exalted rank.
Right. Exalted rank, royal. All right. Hey, just by us being Israelites alone, we are a royal people, man. All right. Our fucking DNA goes back to the Most High himself and his son Yahawashi. All right. So we are that royal people. All right. And once in righteousness, the brothers that sacrifice, all right, for righteousness' sake, they're going to receive those crowns and palms. And exalted figures, because of the triumph, because they prevailed in this thing we call life, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It said the eternal blessings which will be given as a prize to the genuine servants of the Most High.
The Spirit going to come back out. All right.
And Yahawashi.
Right. So that's the confirmation. It came back out again, man. The definitions. All right. Everything is spiritual, man. So you see that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It said, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Unmovable. All right. If you're unmovable, it means you're planted. You're planted in the truth, man. Nothing can shake you up. No rain, no fucking sleet, no hail, no doctrines, no women, no money, no demons. Can't nothing fucking break concentration of your fear, man.
Let's say, look at Colossians, rooted and built in.
Rooted and built up, right. No, if you know anything about a root, once that root is in the ground, it's like hell trying to get that motherfucker out. Excuse my cursing and that, but I'm feeling pretty good right now.
It's their perseverance,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I heard someone say, you know, what separates a professional athlete from other athletes, you know, or professional in general, you know, from other people. Mm-hmm. You know, no matter what your career is, it might be a newscaster or, you know, whatever your profession is. They were like, what separates a professional from someone average? Because he was like, You know, there's a lot of people that can jump real high, run real fast. You know, they got the skill set, you know, to be on the elite level. You know, and the dude was like, well, we'll separate the professional from everyone else. You know, no matter what they're going through in the background, they still can come to their career, their profession, and handle their business, man. You know, and that's how we got to be within the ministry. I feel like the brother's going into. You don't know what the brother's going into. He might be putting up 6 or 7 videos a week, but it might be all that chaos in the background, man, of his life. You know, that's what separates, you know, the elite, you know, from the rest, man. You know,
Apostle Paul is a great example. Man, he was going to all these different diversities and afflictions. He said, I still had care for the church. Like, man,
you got that spiritual tunnel vision, man. He didn't see nothing except for the truth, which was before him at all times. That's why he was so bold in that statement. He knows that crown is laid up for him. Why? Because it's evident that he fought the good fight. As evidence based on scriptures, man. And that was the same format that Yahawashi had that was given to Apostle Paul. All right?
And it says always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Always abounding. So if you always abounding means you're consistent. You're persistent. It's perpetual. Meaning it's ongoing, man. It's overwhelming, man. All right? Go ahead.
It said, for as much as ye know, and this is the point, it said, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Why? Because you're going to be rewarded, man. Hence crowns and palms. All right? Being that that hierarchy in the world, an aristocrat, man, which means the best rule, or a true nobility, all right, which means high born. All right? It all starts with Yahawashi and the elect, man. Okay?
we said, both sides are righteous, that you forget your labor of love, show through his name. Shows how merciful he is. And it's something we really supposed to be doing. And he's still going to show us, Lord, when we part of the elect, we still going to get shown love. We're still going to get reward for this. It's something we supposed to be doing.
Right. And it's symbolic. You know, you think about, the brother brought out a great poem of King Solomon. All right, what did he want first? He wanted to be, he put the church first, which is actually going into like the nation. All right, give me the wisdom so I can instruct these great people, man. And then the Most High just added everything. And that's what he's going to do for us once we get into the kingdom of heaven. All the stuff we want is going to be added, man. Okay?
Most people when thought of it, getting wisdom how to direct his people to the right way. They were like, man, no, give me no women, money,
some alcohol.
Something like they said.
Instead like lean Lord people to the right path.
And King Solomon was a perfect example of a leader because he prayed for leadership skills. Because what do you do when you're a leader? You lead.
That's right.
So he was praying for the wisdom to lead Israel, man. As opposed to the elites, they're like kids. They just want to have. They want everything for them. Like you said, they're selfish. They don't want to lead the earth in righteousness since the ball is in their hand now. No, they're like little kids now. They want to be. They don't handle power well, man.
Everybody's suffering from the people to the trees, to the plants and animals, because these damn devils ain't reigning right now.
And how can you reign on the planet Earth and you just live in your wealth and everybody's suffering beneath you?
Right. Go ahead, bro.
Let's change 1 and 12.
Ooh, I hear them. Get that, bro.
Blessed is the man that endure temptation.
Blessed is the man that endure temptation, man. So that's part of fighting a good fight. All right, it don't supposed to be easy. All right, if you got a team of superstars, and if they're playing the weaker teams, that's no glory in that. Because it's supposed to be easy. They're supposed to run through them, man. All right, but when you go through these hardships, when you lose something and still persevere, man, that's the example of a spiritual man. All right, being able to be sidetracked, process it, okay, acknowledge it, and then let it go.
Take the calls you dealt.
Take the calls you dealt, man.
Because improvising.
Because that's why you don't see no real dynasties in sports no more, man. It's a different team pop up every year. It's wherever the superstar decide to go over the summer, man.
Right.
Back then you had dynasties. Because Jordan had to overcome the Pistons and the Celtics. He had to overcome those, and once they overcame, now they was in their dynasty because they had been through all those situations together.
That's right. That's right. Then you got these new niggas like LeBron building these super teams. So what do 2/3 of our people do? They try to build their super team with these songs, man, and with these other nations, man. All right, they don't want to grind. You know what I'm saying? That's why it would be unfair for them to be exalted like the hopeful elect in the kingdom of heaven, because they ain't give up a goddamn thing, man.
Going back to Caleb and Joshua.
That's right.
You know, they endured the desert, man. They endured, you know, the trials, you know, and the patience, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had faith in Yahawashi while they was wanted. They never lost faith, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, and that's why they was allowed to go into that inheritance, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Uh-huh.
So we had to have the same mindset, man. A lot of people, you know, that process, that's what separates, you know, those, like I say, that leap from the rest, man.
Mm-hmm.
That process, man.
You're right.
You know?
Go ahead, bro.
We're gonna finish out. For when he is tried, he should receive the crowns of life.
Yeah, when he's tried, because when you're tried, it's going back into the highest example of our faith, Yahawashi. When you try, your stability is proven. It's proven that you're stable. Why? Because you have the ingredient of faith and fear. That's why you're able to persevere. That's why you're able to walk unscathed from these hard conditions, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Which the Most High had promised.
Which the Most High has promised. And the scripture states that the Most High is a man that he would not lie, man. But you got to believe that. All right? And he shows you signs day by day that this kingdom continues to spiral backwards. All right? This age is almost the fuck over, man. Go ahead, bro.
To them that love him.
To them that love him. And if you love your sons, you'll do any fucking thing for them, man. You'll give them anything you want. I mean, Salaki, you would give them anything they want. All right? See, the Most High's will is not done on earth at this time frame. But when the Redeemer, which is his right hand, Yahawashi, returns, it will be done. All right? On earth as it is in heaven, man. All right?
Yeah. I got Hebrews 11:17. It says, Hebrews 11:17 says, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
And he that had received the promise offered up his only begotten son.
Right. Because in the back of Abraham's mind, if you go into that account, he knew that the Most High was going to make a way. He knew it was going to be a spiritual trapdoor that was going to manifest on earth. And that's why it was a ram in the bush, man, because of that faith. And that faith was accounted for as righteousness, man. Go ahead, bro.
He also obeyed, too.
And he obeyed. He obeyed.
He was willing to take that loss. He showed that he loved the Most High over his son.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Even if he did have sacrifices, he was like, you know, it's the will of the Lord. Who am I?
It's about that life.
You know?
That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
All right. Go ahead. Then give me Revelation 7:9. Each of us first, bro.
All right, this Revelation 12:10. This is Revelation 12:11. It says, they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. So you get the word overcame. It says Nikeo in the Greek. It says to conquer, to carry out the victory, come out victorious of Yahawashi, victorious over all his enemies.
Going into Revelation the 5th chapter. That's the reason why Yahawashi was crowned in the spiritual world, man. That's the same overcame in the 5th chapter. All right? That's why Yahawashi is the author and finisher of our faith. Author means pioneer, a person that started something. All right? And the finisher is literally highest example of faith.
And going back to the word pioneer, and usually in battle, the pioneer is like a pawn, man. That's where you get the word pioneer from. It's like a pawn. So you have a chessboard, you send that pawn out to the enemy's territory, man. So they might take the first L. But how they got like the pioneers of America, they got those Edomites, exploring the Americas, going Native American side.
Right.
Yeah, all those niggas, man. Yeah.
But I'm glad that's why I couldn't get that shit.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
But going back to your point, son, hey, that's a guy.
Yeah, that's a guy, man.
Hey, but going back to your point, The pioneer is like a pawn that hits the territory first, then it reports back to the military. That's why they call it. That's where we get that word from. Yahawashi was like a pawn for us, man. He took their first L to get salvation, man.
Sacrificial lamb.
He's a sacrificial lamb, man. So he was a true pioneer.
That's deep. That's heavy.
So now the army came first. He went out to the territory. Now the elect, which is these armies, coming right behind him, man. All right, you know.
Good. So it says to carry out the victory, come up victorious. It says, Yahawashi victorious over all his foes of Christians that hold fast their faith.
Of Mashiach and that hold fast to their faith.
Even unto death.
Even until death.
Against the power of their foes and temptations and persecutions.
And due to this process, you're going to receive a palm or palms, and you're going to receive crowns.
And this is how it reminds you of Yahawashi. It says, when one is arraigned or goes to law to win a case. So Yahawashi, he's like our mediator, pleading for the cause of the elect to the Most High Yahweh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's fighting for our cases right now.
Right.
So it says, when one is arraigned or goes to law to win a case, maintain one's cause.
So what he's doing in the spirit world, he's maintaining our cause, man. Why? Because he conquered sin within the flesh. All right. I get that Revelation 7:9.
And this Revelation 7:9 says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number of all nations.
Multitude, the elect. Okay. Go ahead.
And kindreds and people.
Which are Israelites.
And kindreds and peoples and tongues,
which are Israelites,
stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their heads.
Clothed with white robes. You know anything about white? Symbolism for purity. All right. Now they had what in their hands, bro?
Palms in their hands.
They had palms in their hand. You got me, bro.
This is the word palm. All right, from Google. It says a leaf of a palm tree awarded as a prize or viewed as a symbol of victory or triumph.
Say as a victory or what?
Victory or triumph.
A victory or triumph. All right. Meaning basically you conquered this thing we call life. You prevailed. You fought the good fight. Because when you go into the origin of triumph, it means a win, man. All right, so that's why the elect will be victorious. That's the reason why the elect will have palms in their hands and crowns on their heads, man.
Because, you know, also, they saying that the chip is that main temptation.
Yeah.
And you for to overcome that,
yeah,
go over and get that crown.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning phase of overcoming this beast, it's the spiritual, mental, and physical aspects of the Roman Empire, man.
Yeah.
Are not engaging in the Roman activities that really go back to Rome.
That's right.
Bacchus, and you have to mentally overcome this place before you can literally overcome this place. Man.
Yeah.
That's a challenge. It's an obstacle.
Yeah.
It's lust on every corner.
Yeah.
It's the promise of money on every corner. You can easily go to a party or a bar/club down the street on Friday. Like, this shit can get fun, man.
Yeah.
So we have to overcome all that stuff, man.
Yeah, man. And by you being spiritually connected to Yahweh, by Yahawashi, then you're disconnected from the lust of the world, man. All right, so it makes this fight much easier. Why? Because you're disconnected. You know, nothing phases you regarding this thing called life. Now, we're not going to say don't do anything to balance yourself out. But then at the same time frame, goddamn, man, have some balance, man. Don't engulf in that shit. Because when you engulf in shit like that, what happens, man? Demons come.
And somebody learned from experience, man, my couple of seconds in this truth, is that the things you play out of your mind, the things your flesh want in your mind, when you start getting that shit, it's going to come with a cost. And the cost is your oil, man.
That's right.
That old man going to start dominating your personality, and you're going to be like, and you're not going to see it, man.
That's right, bro.
So, hey, man, we just immersing all the brothers, man. Hey, we got to physically, spiritually overcome to literally overcome, man.
Yeah, and that's for us as well, man.
Yeah, come.
Us as well, man. Go ahead, my bro.
I got a quote for you. This is 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man described before the mastery is temperate in all things.
Temperate in all things, man. All right, the mastery is the truth. All right.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible.
See, the spirit is beautiful, man.
I want to bring that word out, temperate. Go ahead, bro. You know, in the Greek, you know, because it goes into, you know, what you as a Quran was saying, you know, as far as that word temperate in the Greek, is and cry tell you Ama, and cry tell you Ama, and it says to be self-controlled, to be content.
I'm about to start reading that again, bro.
It says to be self-controlled, contented, to exhibit self-government, conduct oneself temporarily.
No, hey, but what was that word though that you're breaking down?
Temperate.
Temporary. Hey, to be self-controlled, man. To be content. That's not to say that with your capacity that you can't improve yourself. If you could get a promotion, if you could get a better job, but don't pursue that Babylonian status dream, man. Because we know this is a temporal place, man.
Yeah, well, with your diet, something simple as that. Let's just say basically you ain't really just put in no work. Well, you should have that governance. Okay, well, I can't continue to eat like this all the fucking time. So these couple days out of the week, I'm gonna eat healthy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or some days you may go to the bar. You ain't gonna do that shit every day. Well, shit, I've been 4 times this week or 2 times this week. You gotta have that rest in your fucking mindset. Like, goddamn, I'm overly doing this shit.
Hey, man, some of my life in this truth, man, you gotta be a man to be in this truth.
Yeah, definitely.
This truth forces you to be a man.
Yeah.
And if not, you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get caught up, man.
And you know what? A man goes into being a champion. When King David basically was instructed King Solomon, he said, I go my way to the earth, show thyself as a man. When you go into that term, man, a definition was champion. Meaning fight this good fight, man. And you call life, bro.
Hey, speaking of champion, you have this guy by the name of David Della. He goes all into masculine energy.
Mm-hmm.
Because the quickest ways to tap into your masculine energy is through sufferings and challenges.
Yeah, definitely.
And when you said champion, to me that reminds me of somebody that overcomes challenges.
Right, because it's a fight.
It's
a champion is a fighter who wins.
Yep.
Who wins when they're fighting.
He conquers.
Yeah, he defeats the opposition, man. You are your biggest fucking opponent. You can prevent you from receiving that crown and receiving that palm, man. A small thing because you're per se not temporary. All right.
Well, hey, going back to you, your biggest enemy, Slakum.
No.
Hey, stop listening to yourself, man. The thing is, say you ain't good enough, or you don't want to do a video because you feel like it ain't worthy, man. Right. Or you don't do a video because you don't feel like it. You know, you being caught up, man. That's part of your biggest enemy being you. Mm-hmm. I had to go through that recently, man. Just going off your feelings, man. All right, if it ain't challenge you, it ain't worth it, man.
And then it's a demon just using your voice, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The demon, because the demon ain't gonna come sounding like, hey, nigga. The demon gonna sound like
that's a story about life. You got so many video games and movies where it's this guy, he's battling demons and spirits, and but we really doing it, man.
Yeah.
For the weapons of our, so we battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, man.
Yeah. And you're just harping on what the brother's saying, because demon goes into the intelligence. Mm-hmm. And they fucking are crafty enough to manipulate your mindset, man.
I got one more definition. That's cool what y'all was saying at the end.
It's cool.
Going back to temperance. Now, it's a definition B. In a figure drawn from athletes who, in preparing themselves for the games, abstain from unwholesome food, wine, and sexual indulgence.
Now, they said that in the Roman Empire. Now, they wouldn't even own the processed food like how they are now.
Yeah.
But even back then, in the Greco-Roman Empire, the athletes knew stirred from women, wine, and unwholesome food, meaning junk food.
Right.
But what does it say in Sirach? Wine and women make men to understand and fall away, man. Because wine and women, or that party-like spirit, it draws you away from the spirit, man.
It takes your spiritual gains from you.
It takes your spiritual, like if you literally drink liquor all the time, and you eat a lot of BS, those muscles start going down,
exactly,
man.
Bro.
That bone starting to get flabby a little bit. Well, imagine what's going on in the spirit, man.
That's right. Any more, brother?
No, that was it. I got one more precept.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Mike, your second answer is 2.
This First Peter chapter 1 verse 3. It said, "Blessed be the so like I said, First Peter 1 and 3. It said, "Blessed be the Most High and Father of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, which according to His abundant mercy hath begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahawashi from the dead, going to Yahawashi, their pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, verse 4 is the point. To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that faileth not away, reserved in heaven for you.
That fail not away, man. Faded not away, meaning that this is going to be a continuous kingdom, man.
Yep.
Perpetual.
Yep.
Start making those new bodies.
Yeah, so yeah, it'll never cease from existence.
Yep.
Go ahead.
These really like a curse when you have that glory on this side, but then you grow old, you know. And now all you got is tapes of what you used to do. You can't even do that no more.
Yeah.
You know, like you got Jordan. He can't come from the free throw line no more. He might barely prime dunk.
Right.
You know, but he had that glory back then. But now he has to walk on earth where he had all that glory. You know, and now he's just a mere mortal.
That's right.
You know?
He's a shadow of what he used to be.
Yeah. A fallen one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And another example, T-Mac. You know how he had his glory back then?
Yep.
I saw Bill probably like this summer and him trying to dunk. That shit look horrible, man.
Man.
Like, he look tacky as hell.
That was
He's not even that old.
that
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not even that old.
T-Mac maybe, he can't be no more than 40.
You know what I'm saying? But he look horrible trying to dunk.
And they got basketball players that got fat.
Yeah.
Like those in their prime, like in the early 2000s, then you Google a picture of them, they got fat.
And they on that big 3 shit now. They on that damn 3-on-3
I
shit.
don't even watch that shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
So Jay still trying to chase it.
What's the man?
It's over.
You're gonna do half for it now.
This is rough. 19:5. Whosoever take pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned.
Mm-hmm.
But he that resisteth pleasures, crown of his life.
Crown of his life. The crown of life, crown of his life is getting to the kingdom of heaven. But it's saying you have to resist pleasures. Something you like. Something that draws you away from the truth.
And you will not win with the Babylonian philosophy.
You cannot.
You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You're going to have to practice the art of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Take this from me personally. You're going to have to practice the art of restraint.
Yeah.
Not fully to where you 100% cut off, but balance.
Yeah.
If you don't practice restraint on this side, you're not going to win, man.
Never.
You know?
All right.
Just practice the laws, statutes, and commands. In other words,
Yeah, basically, keep the laws.
Just try to keep them, man. You know,
And don't rigorously keep the laws. So you do all the other lawful stuff as a nigga, you know?
Right.
Hey, I looked at the word crown. It said, who redeemed thy life from destruction, who crowned thee with love, kindness, and tender mercy. So the Most High have mercy on you.
That's right.
If you
all right.
if you basically
Take this word,
Mm-hmm. About to wrap up. Somebody read Revelation 2 and 10.
I got it.
All right. Revelation 2 and 11.
It said Revelation 2 and 10.
Yeah, come, bro.
It says, for none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Mm-hmm. That's literal. Go ahead. Get on with these elite bankers. Continue.
And ye may be tried,
Right.
and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Process of time. Continue.
Be thou faithful unto death,
Be thou faithful unto death. Fight the good fight. Go ahead.
and I will give thee a crown of life.
Hey, Yahushua's telling you what's going to happen. He's telling you. All right, Revelation 3 and 11.
Revelation 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Right, that no man take thy crown, man. All right, you don't want to get in the kingdom of heaven, and and then it's that spirit hits you. But damn, I was in the truth at one particular point in time, and I couldn't even fight the good fight. You don't want to be that. No, you want to be that guy that makes it, man.
You don't want that shame on
You don't want that shame on you. You do not want that, man. Something so glorious. All right, this is a one-time, a once-in-a-lifetime offer, man.
Yep.
All right.
It's just like if me and you started a business,
Mm-hmm.
and we grinded from the mud, and it got hard, and I left, but you stayed,
Yeah.
and eventually you became successful. I'm gonna be ashamed to come around you. Cause I know I was with you, but I tapped out.
That's right.
So if I come around, my head will be down, and that's how I'm gonna be in the kingdom for a lot of our people, man, for a period of time, man.
Come on, bro. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah 40 and 10. Behold, The Lord power will come with strong hand, and his arm shall rule for him.
Right, that's Yahawashi. Because Yahawashi is the right hand. Psalms, 110 and 1. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, behold, his reward is with him.
What's the reward? You've been redeemed from these physical, which are anti-spiritual constraints. Continue.
And his work before him.
As what now?
His work. So it's balanced with it. Because he got the reward for the ones of our people in the other nations on that left hand side, which is destruction. Then he's so balanced with it, he got his reward on the right hand side for the ones that still step before his name.
So he's a temperate individual. I continue, bro.
It says he shall feed his flock like a shepherd.
Right.
He shall gather the lambs with his arm and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young.
Yeah, that's right. That's the elect being taken up in those chariots, man. That's the bosom. All right. Revelation 3:11. That was you. You read. I'm slipping. All right. 1 Peter 5:4.
1 Peter 5:4. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, all of you be subject to one,
you know what,
to another.
1:1. Get Philippians 4:1. My bad. My bad. Philippians, that's my bad.
The Philippians 4:1. Therefore, my brother, dearly beloved and longed for, my joy and crown, so stand fast in the Lord, my dearly beloved.
Yeah, stand fast, and that's going into being stable. All right, finishing what you started. Stand fast. That's what that means. All right, bro.
This is the book of 2 Andrew, chapter 2, verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? The answer said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on immortal, and have confessed the name.
Everlasting life is the immortal clothing. And these are the elect. Who's speaking? This is the point of view from Ezra's, man. Go ahead, bro.
And have confessed the name of the Most High.
So these individuals confess the name of the Most High. All right, continue.
Now are they crowned and receive palms.
Now are they crowned. So these individuals receive the crown, all right, which made them their exalted figure, and the palms represents the triumph and the victory. Okay. All right, last scripture for me, Matthew 19 and 27.
Scripture right there, brother Jared. It's like Yahawashi's graduation. Right there.
Yeah.
You know, you see no cap and gowns.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's right.
You're part of it if you want. You know, it'll be a one time and turn the blade.
Man.
You know, it'll never happen again, man. You know, and whatever rank you have coming out of this ceremony, it's your eternal rank.
Yeah, he's gonna look young too.
Yep.
Because remember, it was like, "Who's this young man I see?"
Yep.
So Yahawashi is gonna be youthful looking, man.
Yep.
You know.
I got a few I'm coming for.
Go ahead.
This is from the brother GMS Memphis Calabria Bach, and it says 2 Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Mashiach.
Endure hardness as a good soldier. Soldier means to be solitary. All right, and what makes you hard is the hardness going through what you're going through and walking away from it. That's what makes you tough. Receiving those battle scars, man.
he'll be able to help brothers out who's going through the same thing.
That's right, because of your experience. All right, experience means to try out. Go ahead.
This is from the brother Canon Bliss's Matthew 26:41.
Mm-hmm.
He said, watch and pray that you enter not temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Right. So the spirit you want to do right because you're an Israelite. But at the same time frame, your spirit is engulfed in this flesh, or what's associated with this flesh. Demons, man. All right. So he says watch and pray. All right. So pray means to beg. To watch you mean at all times you gotta look around. You gotta be on your shit, man. All right. Go ahead, bro.
This is from brother 144. They shall bow down to slaughter. It said 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child.
Mm-hmm.
I thought as a child.
Right. When a child, what is it referring to? The same thing King Solomon was saying to the Most High when he was in Gideon. He said he was untaught, meaning he wasn't skillful in the scriptures. That is what they were saying. Okay, go ahead, bro.
But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Right, and we become men. Okay, because of this truth, man. And the world, the concept of the world, that Babylonian doctrine, because all this shit goes back to Babylon. All right, that shit is childish bullshit, which will lead ultimately to your fucking death. Man,
We're saying, and now we chasing crowns, man.
that's right, man.
You know, you chase money and women, those are childish things, man.
And you gotta be like spiritual Chicago or Poetic Justice.
Yeah,
As you
man.
brushing your hair, leave them hoes.
Leave them hoes. You know, because like you think, but even when you think of the heathen kings, the ancient kings, when you watch these different movies, the kings wasn't chasing women and shit like that. Right. Like Xerxes and you know, all these different ancient kings, Darius, man, they weren't chasing no goddamn hoes. Solomon, them, man. You know, they weren't doing these things out here hustling, man, on the block and shit. They wasn't doing that, man. You know, they had power, they had worthless wealth, man. They had all type of algorithms going, what they call the passive income, man. You know, which means you get income while not using your own energy, man. You know,
we knew what women were back then. A woman was just an accolade to power, man. You know,
Shit done got crossed up, man.
yeah.
The method.
You know what? Let the other take it on, man. You want to take it on, man? Matthew 19:27. That's Quan, man.
Matthew chapter 19. Yahawashi said unto him, Yahawashi said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which shall follow me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Best believe you're on these 12 thrones, you're going to have crowns, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 29. Every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or son, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
But will you edify? Shalom.
So,